Hey guys, Haas with Haas Games and Cards, and I hope you're all doing awesome because you all deserve it. What do we got going on today? Well, of course, we're going to talk about one of our favorite subjects, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box for Prismatic Evolutions. We've seen this, we've covered this a handful of times already, but I like to kind of keep things up to date as we go, and we've hit a new high. I mean, we keep on hitting new highs all the time, but look at this, guys. Look at this. You can buy one for $530 now. 530 bucks. And what's very interesting is TCG Player is running out. There used to be a ton on TCG Player going for crazy pricing, and we'll look at the pricing real quick. Look at this, $4.99, $3.94. So this is already boosted up to about $500, but you know, market, or it's fluctuating mostly in the 390s. But there's one for pretty much $500 right there. Is the last one sold, and that was today. Holy heck, $489. There's a couple of $500 ones here too. So this Prismatic Evolutions box, before it has even released, before it's even hit the street, has hit $500 multiple times, and a much higher than it's much higher than 300. Like it's about $400 with some 500s. That's crazy. And we just had some big stuff go on, right? Like Fusion Strike Booster Box. Let's see. So Fusion Strike Booster Box, for reference, I mean, this set has been out for some time, has been out of print, and it's just barely getting to $490, right? And if we look at the sales, $484, $474, $459. So like, it hasn't even breached 500 yet, and this has been out for some time. It has been out for some time and out of print. You can see that the listings are well on their way to 500, but it took this thing years to get to $500. It took this thing years to get to $500, where we're looking at this, hasn't even come out yet, and it has breached $500. So let that sink in. Let that sink in, because that's crazy. Because I have a lot of people right now that are really, like, they're really pissed about...
Like, all I feel is rage and frustration.
How the pricing of Prismatic is and how everything else is. And you have a lot of YouTubers are saying, oh, you don't go buy things. Don't go buy things. If it's, you know, this is a dumb price, don't go buy things. And I mean, it is a dumb price.
You feel wronged by things that people tell you.
For sure. But market and demand dictate everything. And I think a lot of the YouTubers are like, don't FOMO, don't do this, don't do that. When it comes to demand and availability, I don't think they realize that, you know, there's some people that are like, oh yeah, $120 for a normal ETB is too much right now. But there's some that are more than willing to pay that and have that extra income to be able to do that. But they see some of these videos and they're like, well, someone said I shouldn't get it. It's like, no, if you feel comfortable doing that, do it. You know, I personally don't. I'm not going to buy something for $120, get 9 packs, and get hosed. And now that these Prismatic Evolution Elite Trainer boxes, Pokemon Center exclusive ones, are going for this much, I don't think whatever ones I do get for myself, I don't think I'm going to open those. It'd be too expensive to open. I personally wouldn't open them. Maybe I'll open one of mine to try to grade the promo, but that's such a great risk because my Magneton promos from Surging Sparks came back pretty rough. I had some Charmander promos from Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETBs that came back pretty rough. My Pokemon Center promos usually don't grade well. They usually do not grade well at all. I have a few 10s of some of them, but not like the heavy hitters. They don't come out in good quality. So, craziness. This thing is selling like that all day. And I have a lot of people being like, oh, you know, the price is going to dip down when release happens, especially since we're going to have some up on the Pokemon Center on release day, it's like, yeah, if you're lucky to get it. I don't know if you've tried to order anything on the Pokemon Center when they drop something big like this, but when this got first released on the Pokemon Center, it literally in like a few hours was gone. But it started out as you could get a case of it, then you could only buy two, and then like that was it. And then it just died from there. And that's the thing. Is not only that, like the website is so buggy. It gets so overloaded that it's really hard to do anything on it, to purchase anything on it. Like it's a nightmare. It's a literal nightmare. So if you think you can grab some, I mean try. I want you all to try. I want you all to try to grab some because MSRP on that is going to be obviously a lot better than 400 to 500 bucks. But again, every scalper and their mother is going to be out there trying to get it too. And who knows if you can even get a case. They may put on a purchase limit of one or two per order, and you might not be able to get even a sealed case of it. So you got to think about that too. And so that's the thing is there's going to be so many people trying to scalp this and normal people trying to buy this for themselves that it's going to be a rat race. I mean, it's like Costco stuff, right? We saw with Blooming Waters, the UPCs, and the mini tins, people literally fighting.
And so think of it, you're brushing your teeth and you're thinking, I want to beat this guy up.
In a store over those products. That's what's going to happen online. You have to race them. And so if they get the majority of them, then of course they're going to get scalped. They're going to get scalped. I don't think this price is going to drop down too much. It's a very hot on-demand item. People keep saying they want it, and they keep buying it. And even Terrestrial Festival, people are kind of getting a little bit sad about that price too. Let's see. Oh, why is it doing that? That's weird. I just want my results. Because now it's in the 80s, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of what demand do. Why is this popping up? I don't like this history thing. There we go. Jeez, that's weird. It's on an uptick right now. It is about an $85 box. A lot of them been getting put up for $82 because people want to get theirs sold faster. In general, it's going for $85 to $88. Yeah, that's what it looks like. We had one peak at $89. So, I mean, Japanese products, especially after, like, when I get Japanese products and I put it in the website and sell it locally, initially, they have a big influx of demand. Like, at the very beginning, the release week, it's in demand, people want it, and then right after release week, it completely dies. But this in 151 did not do that. They are still expensive. 82, 85, 83, 87, 87, 87, 85, 88. So, like I said, the prices are increasing on that. They keep going. People try to dump their stuff a little bit quicker, and so you'll see some prices kind of fluctuate between 82 to 88. But guys, we saw the TCG Player scam. We saw the TCG Player scam of like over $400,000 worth of product get sold by TCG Player because they allowed a scammer to post 10,000 boxes. And they let it run through for 2 days, or like for a full 24 hours. So if you guys want trusted source of Terrestrial Festival, I was going to say, I think I have my boxes near me, but they're actually by the front door. Don't rob me, because I was selling some to some people. We got them up, and they're real, and you'll get them, and it's not a scam like what TCG Player likes to do. TCG Player loves to do scams and let people do scams. It's terrible.
It's me. I'm the man.
So this price is probably not dropping. If it does drop, it might drop a little bit. And if it drops by like $100, that's still way over MSRP, obviously. If it even comes down into the 200s, that's still a huge gain net overall on that box, and still faster gains than any booster box minus Surging Sparks in an amount of time. And it's still faster gains than even Fusion Strike. It took Fusion Strike so long to get up to 490, which is crazy. Craziness, my friends. So like the price, if it does dent, because they, let's say by some miracle, which I doubt it, because they're printing so many products. They have the March set coming out and the future Team Rocket set and all this other stuff, and Blooming Waters is, well, it's on its way too. Let's say they print off enough to make a dent. If it does, it will dent it, kind of like Paldea Evolved. It'll barely dent it, and then it will not only get back up to where it was, but it will get higher than where it started. That's what always happens, guys. That's what always happens. And I know you can't trust me because Rattle said people with hand tattoos. You can't trust people with hand tattoos, but Rattle, this is not your normal hood rat hand tattoo. This is actually high quality, expensive tattoo. So this is not a scamming tattoo. We know what scamming tattoos look like. They're cheap. I want to talk to Rattle someday. You know that? I think he's very interesting. I love the investigations. I want to show him my hand tattoo so he can think I'm a hood rat. I really would love to. Maybe I'll tag him in this video. If you guys can comment in the video and tag Rattle to come check out this video, I would so appreciate it, just because I would love to do a collab with him on something. I investigate things for my career, and so it'd be fun to investigate something with him, Pokemon related. Never done like a full-on Pokemon investigation minus the TCG Player scam. And I actually brought that to his comments before he even figured out it was a thing. But I would love to do some kind of collab with Rattle. I need some French cowboy in my life. So, anyways, like I was saying, I know this isn't the fun or popular answer, but the market we're in is this is not going to go down, and if it does, it will be for a brief moment, and then it will shoot right back up. And you have to remember too, these sales are happening, these high sales are happening while you have eBay that has them listed for more than half the price of what's on TCG Player, though that's going up too. You only have a little buffer left, and they're all from the United Kingdom, which is weird. So you're going to end up paying a lot in shipping anyways. But you have all these like United Kingdom prismatic ETBs, Pokemon Center ETBs, and from the United Kingdom for some reason. So I guess the American stock is gone. But then after that, it's going to be up to being pretty expensive, would be my guess. So here's another thing to think about too. If you're going to want Prismatic Evolution ETBs and you do not get the next drop of them, if there is a drop, we don't even know if they're going to do another drop at Pokemon Center, but if there is another drop and you can't get one, find a trusted seller. Find one that does good, that has been around for a long time. Like this guy's sold over 571 stuff. He's probably legit. Picking this up at anything from $100 to $200 is completely fine. Look, someone got 3 for $447. That's a killer deal compared to TCG Player. But that's what I was saying with TCG Player. People know they can get it cheaper on eBay, but they're still choosing to get it from TCG Player, which is known for scams because we just saw the Terrestrial Festival scam. We covered that pretty extensively. These are supposedly all verified shops, but, you know, what's going to stop a shop from being shady? Because shops have been shady before, so I wouldn't be surprised. If you can find a trusted seller that has some sales under their belt, like grab one for $150 to $200. That's a great deal. At this point, that's a great deal. You're not going to find other deals like that. That's a fantastic deal. And so think about what the market looks like, because you could already grab one of these and flip it on TCG Player and be good. But if you're trying to be a true investor, and we've talked about this before in my channel too, a lot of people are like, I am going to be a Pokemon investor, but then they only want to hold on to something for 6 months and then sell it. And it's like, if you're trying to do true investing, you want to hold on to it for a long time. But, you know what? Pokebeard actually brought up some really good points. And I was in this line of thought too, because I know with Nostalgianomics, he's like, oh yeah, you're not a true investor unless you're holding on to it forever, all that other stuff. And you know, and I've preached this as well. And Pokebeard or not? Did I say Pokebeard? Sorry. It's Never a phase. It's not a phase. Crap. Why can't I remember? I just talked to him the other day. I'm recovering from a concussion, so don't judge me too much. It was never a phase. Yeah, okay. It was never a phase. He made a good video called When to Sell, and we've rushed upon this topic. I haven't made a full-blown video about it yet. But as far as when to sell, do what makes you money. Like if it makes you 10, 15 bucks, cool, make that 10, 15 bucks. If you like that short-term quick 10 to 15 to $100 thing, then do that. That's awesome. Anything above what you bought it for is fantastic. But if you're wanting to do some long-term investing, be realistic. You have to hold on to it for a while. You have to wrap up money in it, and that sucks. But that's what you have to do, and that's how it works. That's life. But it was never a phase. Did bring up a really good point of, do what makes you happy and what is more comfortable for you and your budget and your money situation. Sell it if you need to sell it. In my opinion, if you can find these from a reliable source for anything below 200, jump on it. And you know what? We should all be hoping the market crashes. We should all be hoping the market crashes, because all these people that have bought them for $500, $300, $400, whatever, all these people that have bought them for an insane amount, they're going to fire sell these. They're going to fire sell these, and then we get to scoop them up. And I love it when that happens. We get to be the ones that are like, sweet, you are being impatient. You saw a market dip when you know it's going to go right back up after a prolonged period of time. And then it's like, give me your product. Give me your product. I will hold it. Do you see these bins? Do you see those bins? Full of product. We have lots of bins full of product. In fact, I can't bring it up on camera, but we got some booster box cases just chilling. We got some in the basement just chilling. That's what we do. We sit on it like a dragon. Like a dragon. So more of the story, guys. I don't know if I showed you this. I just started rambling. There's literally only one more post on TCG Player. One more post of 2 ETBs for 530. I bet these two are going to sell in the next few days because release date's coming up. People are going to FOMO. I bet those will sell because we've already had some bought at 530. We have one more post. One more post. And it'll be one that breaches 500. That is crazy, my friends. That is crazy. There's no other outs. There's no other options. This is it. That's all you get on TCG Player. So other than that, you're going to have to scoot over to eBay. Hopefully find some for, that $150 to $200 range, which I think is a good deal. Still, with how this set's going, it's a good deal. And like I said, if it bumps down, it'll bump right back up over time. Sometimes time is all you need. Time is all you need. But anyways, guys, buy some Terrestrial Festival. It's a good time. Fun rips. With English, we don't know what the hit rates are going to be. Might be like a very generous hit rate like Crown Zenith, but with how expensive this set is, if you're not getting it at MSRP and you get an ETB for $130 where you get no hits, that sucks. That really sucks. And so that's why I personally, usually I collect things in English, but I'm going to be personally collecting this in Japanese. The cards are higher quality, and you get an SAR at least every box, and there's God packs and everything. I'm collecting this one in Japanese. English is going to be too expensive for me to rip. I'm not ripping English unless I find it in a store at MSRP, but then it's going to be hard for me not to sell it. If I find it at a store, it's like, I might have to sell it. I'm still a business at the end of the day. If I got to pay taxes MSRP, I can still flip it for a lot more. So it's hard not to, right? But anyways, guys, if you want good, safe product from Japan, straight from the case, because we buy it in cases, and you don't want to be scammed by TCG Player and not get fake sales, grab some booster boxes, guys. Or if you really want to support us, because I don't do Patreon, I don't do any of that stuff, and I'm not going to do that stuff, but we do have a fun mystery product where for a little bit more than the price of a booster pack, you either at worst get a booster pack of some sort, or at best we have a PSA 10 Lugia in it. We have tons of different booster boxes like Twilight Masquerade, Surging Sparks, Stellar Crown. We have 151 UPC in there, 151 ETB, 151 Japanese booster boxes, all kinds of ETBs. We got tins. Surging Sparks is in there, of course. And I actually added in Terrestrial Festival booster boxes. I need to update my post. And who knows, we might add some Prismatic Evolutions in there too. So basically, for a little more than the price of a booster pack, at worst, you're getting a booster pack. They're already inflated anyways. You go to a Walmart, you're already paying $5 to $6. If you buy from any other card store, the packs are already going to be dumb expensive. So at least this way, you can get a $500 PSA 10 slab, or you can get booster boxes and other really cool things. Very fun. Very gambly, but very fun. We just use this funding to help us get bigger and better orders from our distro so we can increase our spend and get more stuff, which will benefit everybody over time. So I appreciate you guys. Kind of a ramblish video because that's how we always do it. But as far as Pokemon Center ETBs, only one left, and it's going to be $530. It's already Prismatic unreleased is already more money than an older set like Fusion Strike. The ETBs, you can still get them on eBay for a decent price. Just got to find a good seller. And it's going to be coming from the United Kingdom for whatever reason. But yeah, guys, watch out for scams. Be safe. Make safe purchases. Buy my mystery product to help us get more money with distro. You guys are awesome. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. You'll have a good one. That's about it. I think that's it. I thought I was going to say something else, but now I'm drawing a blank. I hope you all have a good one. Don't do anything crazy. And sorry, just adding on a little bit more, while I was editing the video. Check this out, guys. Like I said, it will be quick, but those $530 booster box or ETBs, the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs, both of them sold. The $530 ones. So guess what? There's only one left up again. One is left up again. $700. You can only get it on TCG Player now for $700. Whoa. Oh, wow. So, gonna tag this onto the end here, but like I said, it wouldn't take long for those $530 ones to go. They're gone. $700 is the new benchmark. Let's see if that sells. I don't know if this one will. That's a little ridiculous. I mean, all of this has been ridiculous, but let's see. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see if this one sells too. For real. We're done this time. Goodbye.